This trip in particular was a lot different. It was this region, and there were a lot of question mark potential waves.
There's so much that hasn't been tapped into yet. That gets my heart going, baby. I love that.
We're here to find something, the potential's there.
Growing up here, it's so crazy because you have this thing that it's born into our DNA here. It's like a folklore, don't go to the water. That's where you go to work or you go to die. It's raw and brutal up here and not friendly for ocean time activities. I think there's definitely spots that we've seen on their day and we feel pretty confident in that, but there's just so many tens of thousands of kilometers of coastline that how are you supposed to be there on the day and still keep an eye on the other spots that you know? And it's the constant battle of the known versus the unknown, and that's kind of the daily struggle, other than the weather up here for sure. This next swell coming in on the weekend, we're gonna go to this zone, and there's a bunch of different waves down there that hopefully we can, key in on one of them, and it's finally what we've been waiting for. As soon as those swells deliver, they can hit with a punch, but they can be gone just as fast. It's not uncommon. I've seen it happen many times where it goes from 20 foot to flat in the same day. So that's what we're dealing with. We're dealing with super micro windows of excellence. It's a daunting task for sure.
The general rule was let's make sure that the athletes that are coming are used to cold water spots. Wegrich, I'm excited to have him on the trip. His energy, and just anybody that's spent a good amount of time in a 5 mil kind of knows what to expect. It could be 20 foot, it could be 1 foot. That guy is just happy to go for a surf. Laura Crane, so I didn't know much about her, and then when she showed up, she was the absolute pleasure to be around, and she absolutely charges. Coming with her cold water experience, that really helped, and she's just a joy to have around and completely fit in with the crew. Having Soli Bailey on the trip, he's been able to go to all these other MAPS locations, so he's the veteran. Ian Crane was another amazing addition to the trip. To have him here and see the level of surfing that he brings to the table and a happy-go-lucky attitude, it made it a dream, really.
We're just loading up. It's the first morning. Everyone had some coffee and safety first. Boom. Loaded.
I've just been here waiting. I've had 50 different plans from the time I landed in the airport till now, but apparently it's pumping somewhere.
The swell has shifted a little bit more north. That's why we're kind of hightailing it out of here. We need to make haste up north, and hopefully we can get up there and everything's going to be a little bit more cooperative up there, and we can get a super fun surfing.
I'm stressed out. Yeah, I'm a little nervous because it's supposed to get smaller. This is supposed to be the biggest.
Why is it 1 foot? Yeah.
Man, I am jet lagged and tired as shit right now. It's raining and there's no swell, but who knows what's going to happen.
So, we went over all the swell data, and it looks like it just stalled out a little bit, and then hopefully we should wake up tomorrow morning to a much more favorable direction. That was pretty low blow to come up and see that.
What's up, crew?
Oh, good. You're sitting here with everybody.
Showing, really fun swell right within the window that should kind of be peaking around about sunrise tomorrow and just kind of hold through, at least through the first half of the day and into the afternoon.
Cool. Sounds like a plan, buddy. Really appreciate the heads up. And yeah, this one's it's been an interesting one. It's been moody.
We kind of had like a rough, loose game plan of waves we were going to target for that first swell that we flew in for. We get here, and before the sun rises the next morning, like, we already had to change our plans and drive to the opposite end of where we are, which is not a short drive, and just completely like uproot everything.
Anytime you have a trip like this, my rule of thumb is like, let's build a house. Let's get in the water. Let's try and get a surf under our belt. And it ended up being this like really fun surf. And I think everybody left that day with a frozen smile on their face.
You know, the swell was really temperamental and we didn't quite know where to go, and we all had a lot of fun, and so I think it was a success.
I've adopted this new mentality of you can only be as stoked as what's in front of you. And that's what we've got. Frothing.
It's maybe, it's day 3 or 4 of the trip, and sun finally popped. The first couple days were pretty rainy and just a lot of driving. Yeah, we woke up this morning to blue skies, and this place is psycho. We've just been driving around looking for waves. It's supposed to get super gnarly rainy tonight, and you could see on the horizon the storm is coming in quick. So it feels like a race against time. But I always feel like it's a race against time with surfing.
Or we can roll the dice a little bit, go refuel, go up north, and try our shots at that.
Let's get gas and stuff and do it.
If everybody's keen for that, then I think we maybe try and do that. And everybody's on board. Let's go get some gas.
Jello!
Oh my goodness.
Wow. This looks hectic. Billy, where are you gonna go? You're gonna high-side your bumper. The night where we decided where we were gonna go, we debated for quite a while. It's such a hard choice, and we had to make it as a group, because if one person makes the decision and that one person's wrong, well, guess what? It's on that one person.
Proper 5 at 10, I feel like.
That's what I'm asking though. If it's 5, if Charlie thinks it's a proper 5 at 10,
I say we blast there.
I would feel more comfortable as
8 at 10.
A touch bigger.
You have to leave here like right now, dude. It's like 7 hours to get down there.
So we drive 7 hours, surf, drive 7 hours to the ferry overnight.
Look, like again, like my job is to present you guys with all the options and tell you my opinion. If you want to pick whatever you want to pick based on how you're feeling, let's do it. I'm not bummed either way.
Spirals.
The plan is wake up 5 a.m., drive 2 hours, and go to this area that's going to be offshore and have the most amount of swell.
This is the whole idea of the project, right? Is to go into the unknown and hopefully come out on top. Or you just go out and screaming and, you know, turning on each other, and it's just full-blown mutiny, so.
We decided that the risk was hopefully worth the reward. We packed up everything we had and shoved it into the cars, and off we went.
The buoy peaked overnight, so everything is looking good and optimistic. All the variables that we were hoping for to go in our favor, other than getting eyes on it, has happened, so today should be the day.
I mean, obviously, yeah. I don't know if there's a road that gets you closer, dude. I think that's it.
No.
There's like a lake here.
Oh yeah.
I mean, if there's no road, then we can't surf it.
Why not?
But we're gonna fucking hike that far?
Yeah, just run down the beach. Or does it think it would be, huh? Oh, it looks a little deep.
Did I stop here?
crazy. Pull up in there.
Crack the window. How's it looking?
I think we're on. I just saw a couple nuts ones. How was that one?
It's not every wave, but like, even the ones that aren't like tubing are pretty cool.
I
They're
say
like all wedgy and.
I say we go look somewhere else or paddle out.
Let's go look up at the top of the hill where we saw those ones, and then we can make a decision
The
after
tide's still incoming, yeah?
We have 20 minutes left of incoming.
Okay. That too. Also, this could be crazy at low. Everywhere. Waves everywhere.
Well, we woke up this morning. We thought we were going to be on a complete goose chase. We come to the one spot we knew was going to be a wave. It's pretty sick. There's heaps of swells, dead offshore. There's like 10 other ways we might end up getting to surf throughout the day. So I don't know. We'll just see. We got swell and there's plenty of opportunity and no one around.
I'm gonna watch the boys get a few because I don't even know where to go at this point. There's like waves everywhere.
It's kind of like a big soccer field out there. Like anywhere could be the spot.
So we go and we check out this wave. The boys get out there, get some nuts ones for like 45 minutes, and then the wind just picks up, the tide sucks out, and everything changed.
How was it on the way? Oh man, it was beautiful. I mean, it was a perfect wave, beautiful offshore winds, 3 to 4 foot, maybe a couple bigger ones at the start. It was like what you dream about. That's why you come out here. I just wish we fucking hadn't drove away from it when we first rocked up. But, you know, chase the dragon, find the unicorn, back where you started. I don't know. The golden rules, never drive away from surfing. We did that. We just had like a short window of time out there where it was like doing really cool stuff. But we still found it and we had a really cool time. Everyone got some little shandy on top, you know, a couple of tunnels.
We pull up like,
oh, let's go. We got to see what's around the corner. And you pull up around the corner, you're like, oh, almost. And then you can see the next headland once you get to that headland. And then you're like, what if? And then you keep driving and then end up surfing the first wave you saw, like surfer rule of thumb, sea wave, ride wave,
Storms, the way they form at this part of the world, like they're so close. They turn up, there might be like an opportunity for an hour or two, and then the tide changes, or there's very short windows.
Swells are just hard to read and hard to score.
Today the plan was to like come and search and hopefully find something with swell, but as you can see, terrible. So I think we're gonna call it a day and go and just sort of regroup and possibly do some fishing or check out some like stuff around here and wait for this next swell to fill in.
This one? This is my friend.
Looks very fun. I didn't realize there was gonna be a section. That's exciting. Last night it looked all soft and fluffy, but I think there's gonna be a couple. We're out there.
As I said before, been watching these guys on the internet, so I'm gonna just take my inspiration from them, bust a couple of massive airs. Apparently there's some good ramps out there, so yeah. This is tropical for me. Good burn.
How was today? Great. We scored all morning, and then we took little naps and scored all afternoon. Perfect little left, no one around, gorgeous day, fucking epic. I mean, it's not Chopu, but it's basically the same thing for me. I had so much fun. Yeah.
You guys get my air?
Eyes got the shot.
We have driven so much, probably the most driving I've ever done on a trip in my life. Coastline and the waves that we had seen and the setups and the rock formation, all that stuff, and the storms and everything. There is undoubtedly some of the nutsest waves here that just haven't been discovered yet, I'm sure of it. Like, it's here, like that's probably the one thing that was driving me the maddest seeing like swell with offshore winds and knowing that somewhere has like a crazy slab that's 10 foot wide and 4 foot high and near impossible to get into. I definitely feel like in the next 10 to 20 years, there's going to be some discoveries here if people put in enough time.